Warning: this episode contains mentions of suicide and other bad things happening to children. You've been warned. Hello everyone, welcome to the Spooky Noodles Podcast. Today we'll be covering the legend of Lavender Town Syndrome. The original author of this story is unknown. If you're listening to this episode, it means that I was unable to make the deadline this week. I could be sick, I could have been lazy, or I could have encountered some roadblocks. I'll make a Twitter post to let you all know what happened and when to expect the correct episode. Now that we've cleared that up, let's see what's so strange about an area in a children's game. The Lavender Town Syndrome, also known as Lavender Town Tone or the Lavender Town Suicides, was a peak in suicides and illnesses of children between the ages of 7 and 12 in Japan back in February 27th of 1996. The phenomenon occurred shortly after the release of the first Pokemon games, Pokemon Red and Green. Rumors say that these suicides and illnesses only occurred after children playing the game reached Lavender Town. The location's theme music had extremely high frequencies that studies have shown only children and young teens can hear, because their ears are more sensitive. Due to this effect, at least 200 children supposedly committed suicide, and many more developed conditions and afflictions. The children who killed themselves usually did so by hanging or jumping from heights. Those who did not often acted irrationally and complained of severe headaches after listening to the theme. This mass hysteria was caused by the first released version of the game. After the incidents, the programmers fixed the location's music to be at a lower frequency. Lavender Town now sounds differently depending on which Pokemon game you're playing, but since that change, children are no longer affected by the song. One video appeared in 2010 using special software to analyze the audio waves of Lavender Town's music. When played, the software created images of the Pokemon Unknown near the end of the audio. This created controversy since the Unknown don't appear in the series until the Generation 2 games, Silver, Gold, and Crystal. The arrangement of the Unknown appears to translate to Leave Now. While I do love this story, it gives itself away as false nearly instantly. There are no actual reports of a rise of suicide in Japan around the time period that is mentioned. Being a fan of the series, the mention of Pokemon Green being released alongside Red instantly threw me off. Red, Blue, and Yellow came out in '96, Fire Red and Leaf Green released in 2004. However, it turns out that a green version did release in '96, but it was a Japan exclusive. The more you know. The composer, Junichi Masuda, nor Game Freak or Nintendo have made any comments about the song. If you enjoyed that story, please consider sticking around for more. Next Sunday, we will be returning to our regularly scheduled programming. Our sources are linked in the show notes. If you've got any suggestions or tips for our future episodes, please contact us at our email spookynoodlespod@gmail.com or at our Twitter @spookynoodles. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Make sure to keep your taste for horror alive by watching the next episode of Spooky Noodles on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or YouTube. Thank you for listening.